This is The Wheel Weaves Watches, a spoiler-free breakdown podcast of The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. I'm your host, Dani, and I'm joined by my co-host, Brett, and we're here to bring you an in-depth look into The Wheel of Time show on Amazon Prime. We'll share reactions, episode breakdowns, and relevant background information without spoiling future content from the book series. So grab a drink, and let's get watching.
Okay, here we are. Episode 6.
Yep.
The Flame of Tar Valon.
Yup.
I'm so excited for this episode.
Yes.
This is like the meetup central. Everyone's here. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, coming off of, not my favorite.
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm so excited to see what happens. I can barely even predict what happens next.
There's no time for it.
I see a few things, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I am maybe more excited about the spread in front of us. I don't know. It's like this is a crazy elaborate and with intention from what I'm
very
getting the vibe
much
from.
so.
Okay.
This is very intentional.
So you're reading a description here.
I'm gonna read a description from my phone. I'm not gonna pretend like it's off the top of my head or anything.
You could have.
Actually, I've been thinking about it so much I probably could.
Okay, let's go.
But this meal was served in the White Tower in Tar Valon.
Okay.
And that's where we are right now in the story. So here we go. We have slices of roast beef with brown mustard and horseradish.
Okay.
Roasted potatoes with sweet beans and onions.
Got those.
Cabbage and butter peas.
Okay.
Pickles and a wedge of yellow cheese and thick slices of crusty bread. And then what I'm missing is a pitcher of milk and a pitcher of spiced wine.
We can skip the milk for sure.
Skip the milk.
I see you also skipped the cabbage.
Skipped the cabbage.
Okay.
And added carrots.
I like that. That's a good
And I don't know what sweet beans are, but I made green beans.
Love it. Okay, let's do this thing. And let's watch The Flame of Tar Valon.
Yeah. I should have spiced the wine.
I have whiskey, so that's fine.
Oh, I just have regular wine.
Shoot. Okay, so we just finished episode 6, The Flame of Tar Valon. Most contentious episode, I think, that they put out because of the pronunciation of Tar Valon versus Tar Valon.
Tar Valon.
It's a huge thing. Everybody knows it. And some people,
nothing.
You're on either side of the fence.
There are other things that are contentious. I don't know if this one is
There
contentious.
was nothing that was more contentious in this episode than that specific thing. And I gotta say a little fun story first. When I first started reading the series, I always used to say in my head, Tar Valon, because it kind of rolled off the tongue nicely.
Some people say that.
Absolutely, and I used to too. But since I started listening to the audiobooks,
Tar Valon.
It's Tar Valon, so I switched my pronunciation to Tar Valon, and now they're switching it back to Tar Valon, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I feel like you should get over it.
It's like, what do I say? What do I say? How do I pronounce it properly?
It doesn't matter.
I'll switch every other time. I'll say Tar Valon. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. So,
all right.
Yeah, let's get into the actual episode.
Sure. I don't know.
No, before we do that, food.
Food.
Okay.
I didn't forget the peas.
You didn't forget the peas.
I thought you were going to complain about the peas, and
I didn't complain last time. It was just a thing.
Them.
Well, they're delicious. They're butter peas. Like, how do you go wrong with that?
You told me last time you could skip the peas and you don't care.
Well, I know, because it's like frozen peas, but then you actually made them good, and I think there was some like garlic in there too, maybe.
Definitely.
It was delicious, yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
I like the spreads. I like to like pick from the spread. I like eating that way.
Yeah.
I even like,
because we made our plates and then sat down to watch.
And I even like dipped the roast in the mustard.
Oh my goodness.
As is tradition in the book. So
just like in the books.
It was good. It was definitely like top notch up there. It was like probably 2 or 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. Still hard to take that top spot.
Yeah.
Just because of what it is. You know?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was a good dinner.
Now let's get into why people
are here
talking about
this episode. Episode 6, The Flame of Tar Valon. Here we are.
Yeah.
So Tar Valon's the place to be.
Yeah.
Everybody showed up here. We have everybody reunited.
You know
what? It feels so good.
It does feel good because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, it could have been close misses, especially when they teased us with that like naive and loyal walking by.
Yeah.
And when Moiraine's sipping on tea, and you're thinking, oh, are they actually? Is everyone gonna like, you know? Yes, everyone ran into each other.
Now, I have to say, we'll probably get to this scene.
Yeah.
But when everybody's, like, having their reunion, you know, at the Waygate.
Okay, at the end of the episode.
And at the end of the episode, and everybody's, that's, like, fresh in my mind. Like, you just watched it.
Yeah.
Everyone's hugging, and they're like, hey, idiot, you look terrible. And it's, like, funny and great.
Yeah.
Nobody who like hasn't met Loyal yet, like Perrin and Egwene, or
Well,
have they met Loyal already?
They quite possibly could, like,
because I feel like there should be like a
who's this gigantic dude?
is that an Ogier?
Yeah,
And
so
just,
I feel like we already got that because
maybe we just missed it.
Lan's job was to round up everybody, and he was
That's
probably like, "Hey
true.
guys, this is what's going on. We got to meet here with all these people."
Okay,
That's what's happening in my brain.
Maybe I like that. That's fine.
Lan explained. He showed pictures. Mate, he was like, "Hey, this is who this is who we're meeting." Anyways, okay, so we got a whole lot to go over too.
Yes, we do.
Because this is the place.
So
to be.
much.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start
The
with
beginning?
Okay, start at the beginning. We'll go to the end, then we'll stop.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I want to talk about is I love the fact how Moiraine is being super tricksy with her words. If you notice, she said it to each individual party. Like, ooh, I have people watching out for that person that you're looking for. Yes.
Yes, I know.
Indeed.
Well, I thought it was weird that she didn't want to tell them.
She is the kind of person who waits until it's her moment to tell the information she wants to share.
She's very dramatic.
She is.
You know what I could have done without this episode? The amount of tears in eyes.
Ooh, that's good. Okay.
So much.
Holding back
I felt
the
like
tears.
everybody constantly
all the time
had tears in eyes almost the entire episode.
That's how that you're not crying, but it's like I'm crying.
I'm emotional about this situation.
You can't just be like, you know who didn't have tears in her eyes? Leandrin.
Oh, Leandrin did at one point.
Did
I
she?
feel like everybody
Really?
at one point
Okay.
this episode had tears in their eyes.
I gotta have like a separate conversation about her, and I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's really growing on me as a character here in the show. But
yeah,
okay.
I like her less this episode.
Let's talk about our main characters first, because we got to talk about the specific incident with Matt.
Sure. Okay.
Matt Cawthon. So we got a whole bunch of stuff
Okay.
in the room.
Yes.
Moiraine shows up. Rand thinks it's Nynaeve coming in. It's not. Surprise, it's Moiraine.
Yeah, and then Lan just takes him down like a rag doll.
Well, okay, so I got to give it to Rand for at least trying to stand between his buddy and the Aes Sedai who's going to like gentle him.
He tried.
He did try, and there's points for trying.
Well, and I just found it so funny too because Lan doesn't even take out his sword.
He didn't take.
Did you notice?
He didn't. I did. I specifically
Rand pulls
noticed.
his sword on Lan, and Lan just like walks
Lan just
over
steps
to
in
him,
front of him. He's like, "No,
and
man,
he's like,
don't do it."
"We gotta help your friend."
You know what? Somebody needs to teach Rand how to fight with a sword, because also, you know who like disarmed him real fast? Dana, the dark friend from Spring. She also like did a number.
Lan should teach Rand.
Yeah, and like
what
nothing
we need to
bad
see.
about against
Rand,
Dana.
he needs help.
Yeah, but she's not a warder, right? She's not like a.
No.
From what we know, Dana was not a warder, trained swordsman.
No.
Rand needs lessons, practice.
He does. He needs some practice.
Okay, so there's that.
Okay, which was hilarious.
Yes.
That might have been my favorite scene.
Matt seemingly got healed.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
kind of creepy. I got freaked out.
Well, I didn't know what was going on because I didn't know if Moiraine was like taking on
Okay,
the shadow, but then it like went back into the dagger.
do you know what that reminded me of?
No.
Fern Gully.
Oh, when all the trees go
The
black.
oil.
The oil.
The oil who sings songs and terrified me as a child.
Yeah.
Probably half of my nightmares as
Yeah.
a child was from like the oil from Fern Gully.
Interesting. I'm surprised you didn't become like an activist.
You know, I was right there,
That's
but
what that movie was really inspiring children to become.
absolutely.
Don't cut down trees.
Yeah, and I haven't cut down it. Well, okay.
That factory making
I
logs
maybe
was
have cut down like
terrifying.
half a tree in my lifetime.
I bet the majority of people have no idea what we're talking about.
No. Watch the movie
Put a
Fern
picture
Gully.
here.
You'll be like, "Oh, I get it now. Brett's 100% right."
Right.
Yeah, but that's what the black ooze coming out.
I get it.
It looked like it worked.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More importantly, where's the dagger? Because I saw Lan throw a blanket over it or whatever.
And that's it.
But I didn't see anybody pick it up. Moiraine specifically like didn't touch the dagger. She
Again.
was using like her channeling air weave
Yes, she
to like
was.
hold it above her hand, then she drops it.
Yes.
Lan does the whole, I'll throw a blanket
Well, I'm
on
sure
it.
they scoop it up and they bring it to the tower
Technically,
for safekeeping.
Technically, it's not touching the dagger if I carry it in a blanket.
Well,
Correct?
correct.
Okay. So is it in the tower now? Somewhere?
Probably. I mean, like, that's what I assume.
Maybe?
I assume it's not just sitting
Oh,
on
to
the
whip it out the window.
Yeah, I'm assuming that isn't how you should treat a super cursed, shadowy, cursedy shadow.
Throw it
dagger.
in a pond or a river or
No.
just get rid of it.
No, I'm sure they put it somewhere safekeeping. We just
Cool.
didn't get to see that because, you know.
I need follow up with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe we'll get it.
So Matt's okay now. Maybe, because at the end of this episode, like, we got to talk about
Well,
that too.
I don't want to talk about that yet.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
ready.
okay.
I'm not emotionally ready.
He seems fine.
I need to debrief other things before I'm emotionally ready to talk about the end.
He seems fine. Matt seems fine for now.
He seems fine, like, maybe physically.
Physically. Ooh, good segue into the not emotionally or mentally better Perrin and Egwene.
Yep.
Less of a dramatic, oh my god, they're here.
They just, like, went straight to the White Tower. We didn't see any of them.
No, they're just like, they're here.
At all. We didn't see them from the White Cloak camp to the White Tower.
Escaping.
At all.
No Tinker follow-up.
No Tinker follow-up.
Yikes, okay.
No nothing. All of a sudden, they are in the tower and they are being healed. Moiraine gets a little feather as a message.
You know what? And I had to ask you what that was because I couldn't see.
I didn't know what it was.
I couldn't see.
Until she was going, and then the yellow sister was like, I sent you a message as soon as I realized
you picked up on that. Yes, that was good. Okay.
That's what that was.
Yeah. So Perrin's physically healed. Egwene comments on his maybe not emotionally healed, and we have some very specific golden eyes.
Yeah.
Like a wolf.
Like a wolf.
And then Egwene was like, hey, he's got like some sort of... Yeah.
It's weird. He seems
No.
No.
It wasn't he talked.
I know.
They listened. They listened
to
him. Yeah.
Like he was talking to them and they were listening.
Exactly.
That's how you listen to someone when they talk to you.
See, I'm listening with my eyes.
Yeah, because I'm talking. Talking to you.
Okay. Yeah, so I like that. Okay. Egwene said something that I'm not necessarily believing.
Like?
She said... Valda isn't something gonna hurt any more of your sisters. We have a rule. If I don't see them die,
not dead.
They're not dead.
No way.
We saw Valda get stabbed.
I mean, like he's probably not doing well.
He's probably gonna take like a little, maybe a season break to heal, huh? Because season 2, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I don't think he's dead.
Yeah.
And I think that Egwene thinks that he might be dead.
Definitely, she thinks that.
Shoot. There's gonna be return of Valda.
I think so.
Okay.
Definitely.
There's a reckoning for that.
Probably.
Very sweet that she returned the rings.
Oh, that was nice. And I was mad that Moiraine wasn't outwardly more thankful about it.
I was looking for...
But then Siuan thanks her, so I'm cool.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good.
I was looking for a Moiraine giving her a hug, oh, thank you.
It was actually quite emotional when she was like, oh shit.
She was, yeah. She doesn't show it. She doesn't show her emotion very well.
Well, except for all the tears in the eyes.
Yeah, but that's it. It's but if you're far enough away, you can't see the tears.
Got it.
See, there's tears in my eyes right now, but people can't see them.
No, there's not.
There's totally. I'm tearing up over it. Okay. So anyways.
Okay.
Let's talk about the best part.
Yeah, which one? Which best part?
What is your best part?
The Siuan and Moiraine.
Oh, yeah.
In a relationship.
Hundo.
Love it.
Okay.
Well, not in a relationship. There's just clearly a deep connection there.
They are in the relationship as much as two people who don't get to see each other more than a couple of times every few years are in a relationship, which is at least nothing.
There's some significant history there.
Yes.
And I feel like the first thing I really need to talk about is how Moiraine gets into Siuan's room.
Well, okay, was it even her room, or was it back in okay? So we got the...
No, I think that's how her room in the study is decorated.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think her room in the White Tower is decorated with fishnets and oars,
which totally might be a thing. We got very sweet.
Reminds her of home.
That's what I was gonna say. We got the very sweet backstory, and I love the backstory for Siuan that we got. And then it's the flash forward to, is that her room, or did they both take some sort of portal something to...
No, she's in the tower. Okay. And it seems like she has some sort of
it's a painting situation.
It's a painting situation.
It's a specific only available in the tower.
Like a secret passageway.
Yes. This isn't something that she can do from anywhere to Siuan's room for late night banging sessions. That's cool.
Clearly not.
This is a specific...
From her room to Siuan's room, they developed some sort of secret passageway.
Yes. And I totally...
if this was our other podcast, we'd be doing a shot right now for a Harry Potter reference because of the secret passageways all through Hogwarts.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
With pictures?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes behind pictures.
How much banging was involved in... You know what?
Probably so much.
No, I don't think that ever happens.
No, never.
Not even once. I also don't know. Maybe. Okay. Should I ask that? I don't know.
No,
okay.
It's fine.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, I definitely like it. I like the relationship, and I love the way they play off each other. in the Hall of the Tower
Yep.
because they're totally keeping this on the down low.
Clearly.
Like, number one, they're keeping the relationship on the down low.
I have to tell you, though, because when she first walks in, so there's the scene where there's Alana, Leandrin, and Moiraine in front of the Amerlin when we get introduced to Siuan as the Amerlin. And that whole scene is super intense. And, you know, from the books, we know that Moiraine and Siuan have paired up to find the Dragon Reborn.
Yes.
That's, like, something that's the same. But from the, like, way it's played, I questioned whether or not was going to be carried forward.
Yeah, no, I think they even fooled you a little bit, I suppose. I was definitely crossing my fingers like, okay, they got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
But they definitely played it up because they're in front of everybody, and I super love that. It was very well done.
What's Leandrin's punishment?
Oh, we got to know that. Also, Leandrin, fantastic. Like, I do love it that she is a little backstabber. Stab, stab, stab right in the back in front of everybody.
Of course.
We got a whole lot of politics that we can't talk about right now because we got in the conversations about, like, greens are siding with reds and then blues with the whole, like, blue Aes Sedai, like, should be on certain...
And apparently Siuan used to be a blue.
Yeah, so, like, we got to give loyalty. So there's a lot of politics we're not going to jump into now, but things are changing in the tower.
Okay, now, speaking of that whole meeting, let's talk about maybe the last time we see Logain for a while.
Interesting. Okay, that was a good play. Good play. He tried.
He tried to get...
Antagonized.
He tried to get executed. That was his goal, I believe.
That's what it sounded like.
When he was, like, taunting and, like...
Antagonize, poke the bear.
Yeah.
Try and just get killed so I don't have to live this way. We got the story from Tom last time where it's like the light goes out in your eyes and you basically want to die when you're cut off from the one power. Mm-hmm. So they're going to specifically not let him do that because Siuan's ruling is pretty harsh on that.
Yeah, you're going to live a miserable existence.
And you're going to be what'd you say?
Example.
An example. Yeah, you're going to be an example to other people. And it's like, whew, okay, really not going light on this guy. Which, I mean, okay, maybe fair. We don't know what he did with his whole army and, sieging some cities and killing an Aes Sedai. Yikes.
Right. But, I mean, that whole situation, like, he didn't kill her.
He is also corrupted by the one power because we have that whole thing.
Crazy.
So I feel like there should be a level of leniency to these men who are literally not under their own volition going crazy.
Okay, so they need mental health support.
Maybe.
And not immediate execution.
But it's not going to be execution at all.
No, not anymore.
Siuan was like, we're going to study you. We're going to watch what happens until the madness takes you.
Yeah.
And it's like, rude, number one. That's pretty harsh. Maybe we should have a support group and help them get through this instead of just like studying them until they die.
I don't think they care so much.
That's what it seems.
Yeah.
The White Tower is a metaphor for the Ivory Tower.
Let's talk let's talk really quickly about young Siuan.
Okay.
And how she got to the tower.
Yes.
Sad situation.
Yep.
A dragon fang on a burned down house.
Yep. Of her dad. Yep.
Because she was channeling.
Yes. Tyr doesn't seem very friendly to people who can channel.
No.
Good to know.
She got sent away.
We've heard about Tyr.
Yeah.
From Dana, oddly enough.
Oh.
She talked about places that she wanted to go and see.
Stone of Tyr.
Stone of Tyr.
Right.
Yep. So, I mean, hey, it's coming, most likely, in the future.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
All right.
Okay.
What else haven't we talked about?
Okay.
So many things.
Okay. Moiraine's exile. Again, very played up, but very cool. Mm-hmm. It was all planned.
And swearing on the oath rod. That's a change.
We did get that. And a little bit of...
book change.
A little bit of fingering.
A little touch.
Yeah.
No.
Just like they touched fingers. They just touched fingers a little bit.
Don't say that.
Okay. Just... They're friends.
Well, no, they're more than friends. We know that they love each other. That's, and they clearly, like, hook up. Like, that's not... for debate at all.
You know what I was thinking the entire time they were doing the oath rod is like, holy smokes, Siuan, you got to cut this oath into pieces because I could not repeat that.
Oh my god. I thought that she was just saying the whole
Moiraine
thing.
Sedai. Okay.
Yeah.
Moiraine Sedai. It's like
the whole thing.
The whole whole thing, one shot.
Does the whole like
and I was like, keep it together, stick to the script, Moiraine, because you're going off script real hard here.
Yeah, well, and it was interesting too because she was talking really low, and then she brought it up for the rest of it. So, like, I think we're supposed to believe that everybody else like couldn't hear I
know. Yeah.
You're great and I love you and I'll see you later.
I love the fish metaphors. Calls her a little puffer fish.
Yeah, that was cute.
Like,
and then tough
cute.
as a pike or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, whatever.
I don't know enough about
whatever
fish,
it is. I don't know any either. But we also have the very specific line in this exiled oath, until I call you home.
Mm-hmm.
Until I say you can come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, yes, she's exiled now until, now Siuan wants her to come back.
Totes.
So it's not like,
totally.
she's leaving forever.
No, it was a ploy. It was a plan. And it had to be done.
Yeah.
Because
it was clever. It was
Don
clever.
Bluage, I was like, hey,
done.
you gotta stay here now forever. And Moiraine's like, mm-mm.
And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the tiny little tidbit about ships disappearing to the west.
Oh, yeah. Totally. And
Mangan? What's her name?
No, it's not Mangan. It's like Megan. Starts with an M. We gotta watch it again. I gotta put subtitles on because it's just like there's a lot of accents.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
My poor Canadian ears.
So she's going off to the west.
Yeah.
And
there we go.
I think we're gonna see her again
TBD
later.
TBD to be determined. We'll see.
Maybe.
Rafa Waffle?
Watch and find out.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. We covered a whole lot of people.
Yeah. You know what we do have to talk about?
What do we have to talk about?
Egwene and Nynaeve.
That's what I was going to say. In front of Siuan. Yes. They played that up perfectly. They captured the characters 100%.
So we have Egwene bowing just as Moiraine bows.
Yes. Like try to copy. Be respectful.
Be respectful. And then Nynaeve, like, stoic.
Well, she's like, shove it up your butt, Siuan. Why are we here?
Now that you've blown smoke up our ass, what do you actually want?
Yeah. Two opposite. And it's funny because Egwene is caught between. She was supposed to be the apprentice wisdom in Two Rivers right before they left, not too long ago.
Right.
And it was like, hey, Nynaeve is going to be my mentor going forward.
Yeah,
and
now not anymore.
She's stuck between like old mentor, old school versus new school. Ooh, this is the Amerlin seat of the place that I totally want to be.
Right. And you know, it's so funny because Moiraine told Egwene that she's could be very powerful.
Yeah.
And then when the Amerlin seat is like, you're the most powerful Aes Sedai in 1,000 years. And Egwene's like, yes, from that rope I singed. Mm-hmm. Didn't you see I singed a rope?
She made like a mini fireball.
Fireproof.
It was fireball.
And made a jewel light up once.
She did. But that's like super powerful.
And then it's like, Nynaeve.
The
just whiplash is so good.
Oh, it's so good.
I love the
contrast. It's so good. It's just like lining it up. And we got a whole lot of special, so Nynaeve is the most powerful channeler in 1,000 years.
And she could give a shit.
She's too old, so she can't be the dragon. We've got Matt, who got healed.
Who can't channel, but
Moiraine was like...
who hasn't channeled
But
yet.
Moiraine was saying that, hey, he is...
We don't know what powers...
No. She said he's more powerful, like strength of will or something, because the evil should have taken him already.
Right.
And we got Perrin with the whole don't tell. Oh, because she was like, "Ooh, Egwene, don't tell anybody about that." Cause
yeah. Well, we get that when
the
dragon is reborn, we won't know 100% what their powers may be.
Exactly.
When the dragon was alive 3,000 years ago. Channeler, super strong man. Yep. But now they're just like going
3,000 years of prophecies translated over and over again. It's like, hey, who knows what's actually going on?
Not really sure.
Love it. Okay, a lot of stuff, a lot of question marks.
And how about the mention of the Eye of the World?
We did. We got that, which is very interesting. We
speculated that we weren't going to get there at all.
I thought they were cut because the first book, if you don't know, the first book is called The Eye of the World.
Yeah.
That's what the book is called.
That's what it's called.
And I don't...
A little bit insignificant.
But, hey, but not insignificant. Just like, we'll talk about it when and or if we actually get there.
You're right.
No, we got to talk about that when or if we get there, because I'm still not 100% convinced.
Right.
Like, it might happen, not the way that we might think that it's going to happen.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like this is, huge. But, I mean, in the books, obviously...
We're not going to talk about that.
Not talking about it.
This is the place to be next. But
It's
first,
kind of cool. Like, where the hell is that? What is it even?
so here's the thing.
Seems like a place, so...
We don't have a title for episode 8, but I bet that that's what the title of episode 8 is.
The Eye of the World?
I 100% believe that it is The Eye of the World is what the last episode is called. Because the next one...
And I like that. And
Yeah.
I'm so interested in how they're going to play it out.
Who knows? Episode 7 is The Dark Along the Ways.
So we're entering the ways.
Turn the light.
Currently.
It's dark.
It's very dark in there.
They brought torches.
Yeah, they did. Light them.
And almost all of us are going along on this journey. Almost all of us. Almost every single one. Nearly. I can't. I was shocked. That was the best cliffhanger I think we've got.
I'm still not emotionally ready to talk about this, turns out.
You know what? When Nynaeve
Matt-
did the healing of everybody, I was like, dang, good
That was
cliffhanger.
fantastic.
With the look that she gives at the end of that episode.
It's so good.
This is like, what?
What? I just sat there staring at the TV.
Yep.
Like this.
I love it. It makes sense. It makes sense to me.
I don't like it.
It's fantastic.
I don't like it.
Hey.
I can't be on board with this. Matt is just my favorite. Now, in terms of, like, production...
Sure.
In terms of rumors about show production...
Okay. What are you getting at?
Well, it's been rumored that they filmed episodes 1 to 6 pre-pandemic.
Okay.
Had to shut down.
Okay.
And then went back to record... Or, what's it called? We record. What do they do?
Shoot?
Shoot?
I don't know. Shoot? They shoot the show?
They shot episodes 7 and 8 after lockdowns and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's possible, we know for sure, Matt as a character has been recast for season 2. We know for sure.
Okay, you said that a little bit like where it's possible that we know for sure that Matt has been recast.
Yeah.
Matt has been recast.
So it's possible that that all happened
Sure.
before they knew what was going on, and now Matt's being left behind because of an actor situation.
The issue with that is complete speculation.
I like
That's
to
the problem.
speculate.
I know, but it's like that's not like a confirmed nothing. That's a nothing. That's a speculation until it's confirmed.
Yeah.
But
so
it's
what's
also,
happening with Matt right now?
They shot this though, and I know that they can do special things with cuts and
It makes
stand-ins
me not
and,
like show Matt very much.
I like this.
Book Matt would never leave his friend behind.
Nah.
He would never stay behind when his friends were going. No.
Okay.
Book Matt is my favorite.
Sure.
I love
sure.
Book Matt. Even at this point in the series, I loved Book Matt.
I'm just saying we got to step it up because there's things that need to happen in this shorter than the 15 book series that they got to fit into a few seasons.
And I will be okay with it. I just need a minute.
Yeah.
I just
you
need
can
a
have
minute.
We're going to go rewatch it.
It makes things very exciting.
I love it because it's
it makes
like
things very interesting.
we got to figure out where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Leandrin Moiraine threaten off?
Moiraine was like holding back until Leandrin pushed it too far, and then she's like, "Step off because I know what you do."
Which is what?
That's a good question with a man.
What's Leandrin doing meeting a man?
So that's the question. Is it relationship? Is it nefarious? Is it like who knows?
Because she's a red, supposedly not supposed to like men.
Yeah, and is that like all men? Is it like what's actually going on?
Is it
here?
only men channel? Like what's going on?
Okay.
Little tidbit about Leandrin to keep in the back of my head.
And it made her step off of Moiraine. So like there was some validity to the threat, and Moiraine clearly is keeping.
And then was like, "Hey, loyal, gonna need your help with the
your
ways."
Help. Yes. Yeah. No, it was good. I think that was a fantastic cliffhanger. We got to go watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then give me the dark along the ways. Let's do this.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, man.
I can't wait to talk about the next episode. I'm assuming we're going to learn some things and we're getting places.
Oh, yeah. With
events are going to happen.
Episodes left.
Here we go.
Let's do this. I liked this one.
Yeah.
This was really good. Even all the exposition, like we learned a lot of good stuff. And you know what's really great about the ending of this episode is even diehard book fans can be surprised.
That's true. Of course.
And I love that.
Because they got to. They got
to do it.
Yeah.
And it's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All
Okay.
right. This was so good. Okay, so that's about it for this episode. I know we have so much we'd like to talk about, but tell us what you liked about this episode, what you didn't like, what you're expecting, what you're hoping for, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to us because, as we like to say around here, it's part of the pattern now.
Yep, it's part of the pattern.